shorten that up.
Like, how often I think, like, thank God I ran into you at Starbucks.
I think we all go in with a little bit of a toxic view on how friendship is gonna work on Booktube.
You're like, delete your channel.
Please leave that in.
Yeah, I will.
Delete your channel.
Yep, that's me.
Hello, beautiful bookish people. My name is Hannah, and today I'm joined with
Rhiannon.
Yay! From
Crescent Moon Reads.
And today we're doing the Booktube Real Talk Tea.
Real Talk Tea?
Real Talk Tag. And I was tagged by 3 people, so I have to check. The creator, Books with Alyssa J, Haley, MTZ, and Lorian Thomas.
Are you gonna introduce the fact that this is a mukbang so I can start eating?
Yes. Question number 1. What is something that nobody told you about Booktube before you started your channel?
Well, I didn't watch Booktube, really, before I made a Booktube channel.
Really?
Yeah. I've talked about this before, but, like, I started on Bookstagram, and a girl on Bookstagram who I liked and who was, like, I kind of talked to, started a Booktube channel.
Fun.
And her name's G. She's from Book Roast. You probably know who she is.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
And so she started a channel, and so I started watching her videos, and they were really good. And then I just sort of discovered Booktube through her, and then I was like, you know what, I should do this. And so not even, I want to say not even like a month later, I started a channel. And it was the most impulsive, but like, best decision I ever made.
I
So,
can't relate.
No one told me anything like,
Really?
about Booktube. I guess I just didn't realize how much like technical difficulty I was going to have.
Yeah, that's so true. One time I accidentally deleted my editing software.
Oh my god.
It was terrifying. And I like ran to the Apple the Apple department. Was like really panicked. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have to post on Wednesdays.
Oh my god.
It was like Tuesday. So it was a big freak out. I had like a really opposite experience with Booktube. Where like I watched it since like 2012. And it was like, it took a long time for like me to work up the courage to like post a video. So like I watched like all the Booktube newbie tags and all the like getting started with Booktube things. Like Emma Books does one. The one thing I do think that she doesn't talk about is like there is a lot of drama that I wasn't prepared for.
Like at the same time, I don't know, I guess since my default like reaction is always anger, it kind of protects me from being like upset. Like in a sad way. But like the overall like drama people talk about, I just feel like there isn't as much drama as people think there is.
No.
Like because we talk about this drama, but like we can also like count on like one hand like how many big
Controversies.
drama filled things have happened. Yeah, but that's still like so much less than any other community on the internet.
Yeah, I just wasn't privy to it. Like I had never seen it before.
Yeah, because like half the time it's just amusing. I feel like.
Yeah, I get that.
But I was prepared for that because I just always anticipate drama being places.
Fun. Love that for you. I just didn't know it was going to be a thing.
I feel like that makes sense because like you are very like pure. And so like you're like ready to have
Cut
peace.
to me rapping to Eminem.
Hold chill, acting like I put the chrome barrel to my bone marrow. Run a bitch, you ain't a bone arrow. Say you wanna phone me like a phone bill. Spraying leg, playing dead, that's the only time you hold still.
Please do.
Okay, question number 2 is, what is your opinions on the typical Booktube videos? Like examples, wrap-ups, TBRs, hauls, and etc.
I like them, and I think honestly like
They probably get a bad rap.
I like them, and I think that like when people complain about them, it's unnecessary because like we all do them, and they bring people to your channel who like want to be watching Booktube, because like if we're all doing TBRs, wrap-ups, hauls, stuff like that, that's what ties all our channels together. Like whatever else we do is fine, like whatever creative videos we make, but those staple videos are kind of what make us a community, because they're like a thing we all have in common. Like, people talk about not liking the staple videos, but they are the videos that they watch. But like, the smartest thing to do is to make some of the staple content and then like put in your creative, like, original ideas into that, so like you maintain a booktube viewership, and you have some videos that have better views, but then you also have some that are like your passion projects that may not get as many views, but you really love making.
I have never uploaded a haul or TBR. Not that I have anything against them, but like, I'm a mood reader, so like TBRs aren't my thing that like I can stick to.
Yeah, same.
I like love wrap-ups. I love watching wrap-ups and like seeing how people's months have gone, but like, I have nothing against them. I still watch them. I think they're good content. They're like the content that we're made off of, so it's hard to justify getting rid of them. You know what I mean? It's like book reviews.
No, it shouldn't be the only content we have, but we definitely shouldn't get rid of them, because I think they're still good.
Exactly, they're staples. It's like when a book has a cliche.
Yeah. You're like, man, I've seen this but
1,000 times.
It's so like familiar. And
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Question number 3 is, what is an assumption you had about Booktube before you joined? Was it proven to be correct or nah?
It's hard because it's been a long time.
You know what I assumed? I assumed that it would be difficult to make friends. I would have to like be on it for a while to like make a connection with someone. But like, that's kind of like the complete opposite.
No, but I think that's a much better assumption to have, because like most people, and I would say I had the opposite assumption, which is what I think most people assume, is that it's going to be super easy to make friends, and like everyone's going to want to be your friend, and like you're going to make a connection with like everybody. That's not true. Like, while it's not true necessarily that it's super hard or it takes like a super long time, it's also not true that it's just going to be like everybody you interact with is suddenly going to be your friend.
Yeah, you're gonna, like,
it's like definitely like, so I think we're both like proven wrong but also right. Also, it's just like some people you will connect with and some people you won't. Like, it's just that, it's that simple. It's like in real life. Yeah, so anyway.
I think that's a good perspective to have.
Yeah.
And a good expectation for everyone in general.
I think we all go in with a little bit of a toxic view on how friendship is going to work on Booktube. Because I think there's something very similar between small and big booktubers. It's like the friendships, the community, like that stays the same, just on a different scale. And like, I'm just a big proponent of like, you never know what's going to happen to you. So if you look on the other side and you like are like, oh well, it's better over here than over there, like there's a little bit of like a small booktube is more real, like we're more genuine, we're more this, and I just don't think that's accurate. I think it's kind of a way to make ourselves feel better, if I'm honest. That's the tea. Not only should you be empathetic to people that are in a different situation than you, but also like, you could be there one day, so why would you judge them so harshly? You're gonna have to eat your words. Like, you're gonna have to swallow your own words if you wind up with 150,000 subscribers and you're like, oh, well, I always said that I didn't want to be here, so I guess I gotta delete my channel and start over. Like if someone said that, like if someone was like, oh, I never want to have more than 1,000 subscribers or something like that, and then they like blew up, I'd be like in the comments like, okay, so when are you taking down your channel? Like, whoa, you said you didn't want this, so like, throw it out. Friends, they're both hard and easier to make than you thought they were.
To summarize,
it's too much.
You're like, delete your channel.
Please leave that in.
Yeah, I will.
Delete your channel.
Question number 4. What is something you've done that has actually helped grow your channel? Something I think that has helped me grow my channel is I do skits. And it's original content and different things like that, where it's taking a standard video and putting a twist on it, which is my favorite thing to do. That's literally all I have.
Yeah, I know. And I'm kind of jealous because like the reason your channel grows is because of your content. It's not because of your networking.
Yeah,
whereas
I know.
Most small booktubers,
I don't know how to network.
Networking.
Yeah, so I think it's just like the skits and like different approaches that I can take.
You're very withholding.
Yeah.
So you like build anticipation for what you're about to do because you don't like impulsively do it and then like just, you know.
No, yeah.
There's always like a waiting period for you. So like you were like, you had to get people to beg you to be on Twitter before you were on Twitter.
Whoa!
And then you announced it in like a video in the most dramatic way possible.
Whoa! Whoa!
I love you so much. But like, and then like the videos you make,
my God.
And I think so for you, growth wise, it was definitely all in the fact that your videos were like more rare.
Yeah.
And for me, it was definitely networking, especially at the beginning.
I was good at Twitter, and I am not.
My Twitter is bigger than my channel. But then also, I noticed I gained a lot of growth when I did find my friends. So like I was good at networking, but then like when I actually made like genuine connections and started getting closer to people, that started really building momentum on my channel because I had like a support system.
Okay, question number 5.
Woo,
What is a common mistake that you see new booktubers making, or one that you made? A mistake that I made, that it took me like 2 solid months to figure out how to do thumbnails. Thumbnails are really important because you can have the most amazing content in the world. If you don't have a good thumbnail, people are not gonna click it. Which is hard to hear. And sometimes I get lazy too. Sometimes I'll do a really lazy thumbnail, but I think they're really important.
Yeah, it's like window shopping or like buying a book because of its cover.
It's the first impression. It's the thing that makes you intrigued to click on it. So
mine still sucks. So
mine sucked too, but like I figured out how to do it.
Like I love the like learning as you go method, but I also think people could stand to not be as impulsive as me and like instead like spend a little bit of time before you film your first video like deciding like what do I want my brain to look like, what are my goals for that, like what parts of me do I want to be in my channel.
No, for sure, that's what I did.
Yeah.
And I wanted my name to be like something involving Snow White because I knew I had those dwarves.
Yeah.
And I wanted to rate them like that.
Yeah.
What?
We had so much fun with your name and rebranding.
She hated it. Wait, okay, if you don't know, my original name was Snow White and the 7 Shelves, which is funny. It's a pun.
It was cute, but it was long. There weren't like natural spaces. And so like there was, even if you got it completely correct by some miracle from hearing it and put it in the search bar, it didn't come up. And so like I came into your life and I was like,
no, thank God.
Like, you're never gonna get searched because like people are gonna be talking about you because your content is good, and everyone's gonna be like, what? Like, how the heck do I get to this channel? And so I was like, you gotta shorten that up.
How often I think like, thank God I ran into you at Starbucks.
We met by chance in a Starbucks.
Yeah, it was like 2 months or so into like my Booktube game.
Yeah, and I was already like watching your content.
Yeah, which was like. So question number 6, we're getting there, we're almost done. What are your thoughts on working with publishing and sponsorships?
Wow. See, the reason why this is so long is because each of these is something I can make a separate discussion video on.
Yeah.
So publishers and sponsorships, I personally have nothing against them. It's another one of those things where I'm just like, I think
people
are
get
like
annoyed, and I don't understand why.
Yeah, it's another one of those things where I'm like, you complain about them, but what is the real root of your issue with it? Is it jealousy? Is it, you know, wanting to have something to pick on? And I think both of those things are true with sponsorships and publisher deals, because like that's a goal, I feel like, for most of us, is that we would actually legitimately get to work with publishers. Like, obviously you want to be able to trust the creator to be discerning, like that they're not just like sponsorships like for any old thing.
But if you
like,
don't trust the creator, then why are you watching?
Why are you watching anyway? Yeah. And like also you should want them to be successful. I don't understand how that's not a betrayal of trust, and like you shouldn't be, you know, actively like really against the creators you're trying to watch.
We should be rooting for each other, man.
Yes, that's the thing. Like, build each other up. Don't be envious and like tear down creators that are more successful than you. I don't know. I think it's just a fine line, and like you want to maintain trust. So for me, like I'm always trying to lay that foundation of like if I ever get approached with a sponsorship, my audience would know that I would be upfront about it.
So the 7th question and the last
final
one.
Question. Oh man.
I know, is do you think Booktube is dying?
Oh my god. That's so intense.
Yeah. To be frank, the quick answer would be no.
Yeah, I don't think it's no.
I think a lot of people are joining every day, and I don't see it ever completely dying off from the community subset.
So like, I don't think it's dying. I just don't think it's ever gonna look like other communities on the platform, which I think is fine.
That was perfect. So anywho, that concludes our video and our real thoughts on Booktube. So thank you for joining me. This was great.
Thanks for having me. So sorry.
No.
I talk so much.
No, that's why I wanted you to be a part of this video. Because, like, I knew you would cut in deep.
Fun. Look forward to more collabs.
In the future.
Yeah.
So, anywho, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Keep reading and all that jazz. There we go! Yay!
We're gonna have so many bloopers. Okay, sorry.
Two dudes chilling in a hot tub, 5 feet apart because they're not gay. I feel like Leslie Knope with that corkboard.
You are Leslie Knope. Like, and I'm like Ron Swanson mixed with April. And I would totally be like, oh, you're so nice, and like throw you to the person and like run the opposite direction. You'd be like, hi!
I'm the Leslie Knope to your Ron.
Yeah. Wait, 5 million
YouTube's in 6 months. Never done before.
You gotta let Hannah recover. You're gonna actively dislike some people. Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat that.
feel?
That's real life. Like,
How do you feel about...
that is not where this video is going.
I think Zoe farted.
Beautiful. We love that. Thanks, dog. Okay. Oh, God. Okay.
Did you smell it?
Yeah.
Please put this in the bloopers.